And we are back, baby. Welcome back to the Today in Millenia podcast, the most important show on the planet. Sorry for our hiatus. I'll explain really quick. Maheen, of course, welcome back. She was in the south of France. I believe they call it Saint-Tropez. I'm not invited there, but I couldn't afford it. But Maheen was there. Her tan looks great. Welcome back. How are you?
Great. Yeah, your tan looks great too.
I know. I got a tan. I don't know how. Probably playing golf or something.
Mm-hmm.
I have lowered my handicap. I shot an 83 the other day. 12 over. Lowered my handicap to like a 14. But I'm getting much better. At this course over here, I shot a 31, 4 over, 9 holes, par 3. But that's besides the point, because the hammer was down south in Guadalajara, Mexico during our recess. He picked up a whopping 5-0 record. Welcome back, sir. Great run down there in Mexico. I'm sorry I missed it. How was it?
It was great. Just laid some people out.
Just winning fights. And they fight that much. I know you might think, couple weeks, how do you win 5 fights? We're talking about, this is Guadalajara. Go down there, you see if you can get 5 fights in 2 weeks. I bet you it's not hard. Yeah, it's not hard to get 5 fights in Mexico in 2 weeks. No way. But me, guys, the reason they were on vacation doing all this is because I was hospitalized. And I was hospitalized with this, I'm serious, an esophagus burn. My esophagus was burned. And this was due to, I didn't know this, but if you read just too much stupidity over and over and over and continue to puke over and over and over, you can actually burn your esophagus. So that's where I was. I'm better now, guys. And I did it for you. I mean, we have to get the truth. So I have to read whatever nonsense and listen to whatever nonsense is going on. And speaking of it, a lot of it's been going on, so we're going to talk about it, but
we'll jump right into it.
Does anybody have anything to add?
No.
That's not what I expected.
I got some good excuses, right? Boom, now we're back. That's it. Another thing is, it's under scrutiny that episode 32 with Gabe and his crazy conspiracies, which the more that comes out, the less crazy he sounds. But that shit is out. Like, if you watch our other episodes, if you watch this one, I heard you was running around town saying, Nick never put my episode out. I put out a month ago. And then we just missed in between. Now we're back.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. I'm like, I think it was 3 weeks ago now. I put it out. It's out. Like, so if you didn't see 32, if I didn't push it or whatever happened with that one, it's like our lowest viewed episode, and Gabe doesn't even believe it's out. But it is out. So if you didn't get to it, 32's out, and then 33 will be out too because we're filming it right now. So that's, I was like, dude, it's fucking out. I'm like, James, my friend James is telling me, he's like, I'm like, dude, it's fucking out, bro. Yeah, that's really it. It's been a lot of... Oh, I have a riddle for everyone. This is the riddle I've been thinking in my head.
I love riddles.
Over the, like, just watching, it's leading up. Like, we're in it now. They're trying to win. Somebody's trying to win right now. Like, they're getting hot and heavy. And I just don't understand, so we have 2 groups of people, just for argument's sake, the morons and the shitheads, right? Okay. Just for argument's sake. And they each have a constituency, moroners and shitheaders. Yeah. And they somehow convince everyone in Moronerville that they're always right. And then everyone in Shitheaderville is always right when you go over there. Now, to me, I think the logical answer to the riddle, but it's wrong, so that's why I'm asking you guys the riddle. But for me, the logical answer would be that probably the moroners and the shitheaders are right each sometimes. Would you think that?
You would think.
That's what I thought. That's the answer I came up with, but it's not the answer. So what would you guys say is the answer? How does that happen?
The answer is we're screwed.
We're fucked. We're fucked. Because the morons and the shitheads, they can't both be absolutely right. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. So I was just thinking about this, like, this makes no sense at all. So if they continue to just disagree with each other over no other reason than they fundamentally hate each other, we're fucked. We're fucked because there's no way one's right and the other one's 100% wrong.
You got the answer to that one pretty quick. We're fucked.
Yeah, let me type it in. Ding, he got it. We're fucked. That was it. I put the logical one. The logical one's not it. No, we're just fucked. So riddle's answered. And I guess we'll get right into it. I see it on the top of the paper because the moroners and the shitheaders each had a convention And nobody was invited. And they didn't wear masks, or they did wear masks. Probably the left did, the right didn't. Who knows? Because wearing masks is another part of an absolute that you need to follow, depending on what political party you are involved. The morons or the shitheads.
Wait, really quick before we get into this, just a comedy break. Did you guys see the news article about the mask debate? It's just hilarious. It's just a compilation, and the more they say mask debate, the more it sounds like masturbate. And that's the only thing I can think of.
Yes, you showed me that video, right?
It's like one of those like internet wings.
It's just every single news organization has a fucking video where they say mask debate, mask debate, mask debate, and
that's a term.
It's great.
Maybe I don't watch it enough. No, I think I have heard it. Yeah, I definitely have.
Maybe
The Great
if we
Mask.
find it, we can post
the giant mask
Yeah,
debate.
the giant, the Great Mask debate.
The epic mask
And then they just cut it real quick, right? So it's like mask debate, mask debate, mask debate, mask debate. You can't even say that 5 times fast. Mask debate, without saying
mask
masturbate.
debate, mask debate, mask debate.
I don't think I'd say it twice. Mask debate, masturbate. See, can't even do it.
Might as well say
Just
masturbate
say
this
it.
way.
But that is so true. It's like there's a mask debate. Like, how about, dude? Like, if the businesses rock it, rock it. If you want to be a freak show who don't want to see your family this long into it where nobody dies, be a freak show. Like, do what you got to do. But that doesn't mean you have to vote for Joe Biden or vote for Donald Trump because you don't think that it's a big deal. Like, I don't have to think that shooting black people in the back of the head is okay because I also think the coronavirus is not fake. I just do not think it affects people for real. I don't see it logically. To me, I'm not going to not hang out with my friends. I'll wear your masks inside. I don't like randos anyways, so it's like a keep away from rando disease. I'm cool.
Right.
And but that doesn't mean that I have to be okay with police shooting. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean I have to be Stephen fucking Crowder. It's just because I don't like masks, you know?
Yeah.
Do you wear masks?
When I yell at him to.
Yeah.
Here in the office,
But he's left leaning in that way. Like he's like, yeah, we should be wearing masks, but he just forgets because he's Alexio and he's not really that
I
scared.
hate wearing it.
Yeah, he hates wearing it. Logically,
You know,
makes no sense to him. But he's not gonna be like a never masker. That's fucking weird. Like
that's weird to like shit on people for wanting to wear masks. Just wear the fucking mask if you want to wear it. But today I went to the gym and I ran 2 miles.
You were one of the 33%.
With a fucking mask on.
Amazing.
Dude, I shut up wait.
That mask was drenched, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was
Not
that
this one,
mask?
no.
Do you have one of these? Because I had a pretty liberal person say that to me and want my affirmation. And I go, and I just immediately go, not in like a mean way, I'm just like, oh no, athletes do it all the time. They actually have athlete breather respirators. It's just to restrict airflow. It actually makes the run a little better. I'm sure if you lay down.
actually did.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like restrict.
You made my run better.
And like you get your heart rate pumping faster, everything works faster. Yeah, a lot of athletes will wear the respirator mask well before Corona. Now it doesn't mean that that's okay on the bench press. That's
for sure,
you know, like I was just trying to win an argument or kind of end that argument before it started. So I just said that really quick. But what I was thinking about now, when you did go on the machine and sit, could you pull it down?
You saw some people doing that.
Because that's when you want
People
to.
working there are not giving people a hard time. I could see there was 10 other people in that gigantic.
Were you the only guy that kept it up on this treadmill the whole time?
No.
They all did.
Most people did. There were some people walking around with. I was the only one running.
You know what's going to be
I was
cool
multiple
is if
walking.
you do that for a couple weeks though, and then you hit the road and drop the mask, you'll probably be like, wow,
yeah.
I could run an extra mile maybe. Like it's because if you think about run on a treadmill, what are you trying to do? Build up your heart rate and fit and burn as much.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same. But when you have 300 pounds on them, this is what I'm thinking is like if you're like you're supposed to like blow the weight out.
Yeah.
You don't want really a mask. And then you're trying to push up 350 pounds that you can do if everything's going right, but that doesn't mean you can do it when things are going wrong.
There's nobody walking around the gym as the police of the gym.
What gym?
I was in Planet Fitness in Hot Pot. This is the biggest Planet Fitness I've been to. There was 10 other people there. So nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's Planet Fitness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's Planet Fitness.
There isn't that many people. They have a crowd meter. I'm gonna show you.
How many crowd up?
They have the app so that way you know ahead of time whether or not you could show up because it's limited capacity. So
33%, right?
Yeah. So
But you got in, so that was my major question.
Yeah, because the app tells you. You see, this is their 33%. This is how many people are in.
Oh, so you're good.
So yeah, you can show up right now, and they have plenty of space.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Anything else new? Anybody go to anything? Have you been to a restaurant? Have you and Chris been out?
We haven't gone out. That's because Chris is lazy and doesn't want to go anywhere.
I've been to parties. I went to Beer Olympics.
Yeah, nice.
I went
You
to
invite me
birthday
with the
parties. I should have, yeah.
Yeah, no, my brother and his friends all started hanging out again. They're not as terrified of the COVID.
That one
I go to
person
my
in
friends.
my
My friends don't give a flying fuck.
My cousin went on a booze cruise yesterday. No, this weekend.
A booze
Yeah,
cruise?
it's back up and running. Right.
What?
Yeah.
A booze cruise?
Yeah.
Was it weird?
I don't know.
You gotta ask her.
Yeah.
Because it may have been like my bar situation, just on a cruise, which would be
Could have been.
horrendous.
Would you bad for a booze
Yeah,
cruise?
because your booze cruise, you want to meet other people that came on. Usually, you go with your
That's the
wife
point of
on a vacation. Like that's the times I went with like my girlfriend, my cousins on vacation, and then we go on the booze cruise, and you meet another couple who's on the booze cruise from that same resort, and like everybody gets
Have an
hammered.
orgy.
I mean, yeah, that's you. Orgies are part of booze cruises. I'm glad you said it. I was fucking easing around it. Like I thought that was part of booze cruising. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's. I feel like you
When he thought of this, he's looking at me. I know he's thinking the same thing I'm thinking because you're picturing it at like a resort in Jamaica, right? Yeah, like a fucking. Sometimes you get on with those hedonism people if they go to the couple resorts, you know, like.
Need some people, you know who's.
Did I ever tell you guys the hedonism lady on the bareback horse story when I was 12 in Jamaica?
That sounds like a rape story.
It's pretty quick. Pimping it, and listen, I'm gonna say
On a scale of 1 to quick, how quick do you think it is?
2 minutes.
2 minutes is quick for me, I think. And now I have another thing we can clear up too, and you tell me if you agree with this. I'm gonna say the color of both of these people, and it is not because I'm a racist. It's because I'm trying to tell a story, and I'm a picture painter. You understand? Like I gotta paint this picture. Somebody tried to say, "Why'd you tell me he was black?" Cause I'm painting a picture, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You don't know what color the picture is. I wouldn't tell you that the grass was dead, like if it wasn't dead. You know what I mean? That means I want you to see brown grass in your head, like. So let me get that out of the way. I think that's a little ridiculous. That's like a new thing that's going around.
You did say Jamaican, so I mean.
No, I'm in Jamaica at a white-filled resort where my dad, I don't know who listens to it, has already befriended the guy, so we had like an inn or whatever, and we got on this thing where we could go ride horses, but you go in a thing and you meet at this place, at this horse stable, but they're selling this package to other resorts. Like we're not in Sandals, we were in whatever the fuck we were in. But there was a Sandals probably next door and a hedonism one obviously pretty close. So we get there and this is where the color comes in. There's this black dude, pimpin' ass black dude with like that, like the straw hat, like one of these, open fucking silk shirt and the shorts, the white linen shorts on.
Okay.
And his girl is this big titted blonde woman, huge fake tits, skinny as fuck with like a straight 100% linen thing on too. So she's riding with the linen thing. You can see like her nipples through the thing, but it's 2 layers as of now. And we get to the water, and they tell us we're gonna go in the water. So like guys will take their shirts off, blah blah blah. This lady takes the linens off. She has like the thing is basically like this grayish color. It's see-through basically,
Okay.
top and her bottom, like straight up see-through. As soon as it gets wet, it's basically you're naked.
Yeah.
She's naked now. And I was like, God, this fucking boy, like looking over, and when she got out, like, her twat is out, everything was out. Like, I've never seen that much of that grown woman. That was the first time. I was only 12, and I'll never forget that lady. But she was basically naked. Like, it was, my mom's Karening out on her, dude. Like deservedly. I'm not saying my mom's a Karen, but her Karen juices started going because.
My son's 12.
Yeah, she didn't, and my son's like, ooh, you see that boy? Like, it was so. I was like, Dad was drinking, so.
That's so funny.
But yeah, so that was my quick little story. I don't think it had anything to do with it. Let's get into the DNC.
Let's get into it. Who else thought it was cringy as fuck at DNC?
I thought like I said, I fell asleep 10 minutes into the RNC and the TNC was cringe fest.
Yeah.
So here we go. The morons and the shitheads are going at it.
I guess we can go.
I mean, we don't even have to play anything. I watched, you watch with these things what you can. I can't stomach all of them.
Did you think it was weird that they had Hillary talk? I thought it was a bad move.
I think it's a bad move to have anyone who's like been critical or like people have criticized, like try to separate yourself from that person. Is what I'm
Try to separate me.
Even the Kamala choice is, I know you're pumped up, your girl, dog, she's
Well,
back in
Kamala.
action, baby! We thought she was dead, remember when you were following her?
Before Kamala joined that now that she's the VP.
They got a much better chance. They got a shot.
I don't like them at all.
Oh, you don't?
I went the other way.
I just think they're total
No.
opposite. Wait, do you know what I learned about her? Do you know what I learned about her? And I was so proud.
That's why I rolled my
I was
eyes,
so proud of reading this post because it was a liberal person on my Facebook, but they did write above it, "I'll take that over racism." So that was pretty funny, I guess. But they posted this. She's Fruitvale Station. I didn't know that. She's the prosecutor that let the cops off of the Michael B. Jordan movie where they fucking cold blood shot him cuffed in the station. And she's also, now, every time I tell this stat, I always give this little preamble. It's annoying, but it's true. I don't know if she's the longest standing prosecutor in California history. She may be, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But she definitely has the record for putting them, prosecuting the most African Americans in the history of California. So she is definitely a lock and key, not a social butterfly, love is key. You know, I didn't know that. It makes me like her more, obviously, because I'm more law and order than I'm like anarchy.
You know what I like? What I don't like about fucking Biden and her, and especially now that she's mixed into it, is that they both act like they are the saviors of the black community. And you motherfuckers have done little to nothing.
No, I mean, the lady was pretty hot, so I don't know how fired up Alexia was on her words. But Alexia sent us a Donald J. Trump Jr. fucking Instagram of that Republican woman who made some really good points. Of the fact that Baltimore and Detroit.
Savage ad.
Yeah, Savage and Newark, these places look like dog shit. And they have. For years under, you know, and maybe basically what she was saying is it wouldn't be smart to try to roll the dice the other way. Like, it's kind of, that was like kind of her nudge, you know, like maybe give us a shot. Like, it wasn't really too much of like, this is what, she had a lot of this is what we're going to do different actually in there too. It was a good ad.
Yeah, it was a great ad, yeah.
God, Alexia listen to Donald Trump Jr.'s Instagram. That's immediately what I was thinking. I was like, the funniest thing is that he fucking found this at all.
Did you see the whole ad?
I didn't watch it at all.
Of course
you should watch it.
Fuck.
This lady's walking around.
Fascist, fucking misogynist bullshit.
I opened it, I was like,
deleted.
She walks around.
You did react to my comment.
Because it was
funny. She walks around the worst parts of Baltimore. The worst parts. And then she shits on how this is what the Democrats have done for you. Do you want more of this?
Yeah, it's a pretty good ad, honestly.
Yeah.
But, you know, that is true. No, I get what your point was. Your point was just that, like, it's hard to make a decision. How can the moroners back to the same thing and the shitheads both be right? Like, they're not both right. They need to do what the...
I think on a presidential level, it doesn't matter. But on a local level, these neighborhoods have to switch their shit around. Like, all right, let's go Republican for the next few years, right? For the next few terms on whatever, let's just switch shit up. But the thing is, these states, every fucking one of these states, they stay red forever. They stay blue forever. Until something crazy happens. But forever they stay that way. And they're just going to keep doing whatever the fuck they're doing. Switch the fuck up.
I think you made that point, like, years ago in the beginning of our podcast.
Years ago. We haven't been that long. We're looking like 5 months, but 6 months, but yeah.
No, but I feel like I remember somebody talking about that, where we're just like, let's change it up, and every few years, it's needed. It's needed. Correct me if I'm wrong, was New York ever a Republican state? Or did I just live upstate and I had no idea?
No, possibly I think Tammany Hall was the Democratic, like Tammany Hall's when the mob used to like beat people up to make them vote that way. And I think they were Democratic. So, and that's like the 1880s, they ran it to like the 1940s, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's always been, but there are a lot of states that switched, like in the middle, and then just became one way. But it comes back to the same thing as like, I agree with you, yeah, of course. What you just said is the obvious answer that local government needs to, but since it's this rally of like, yo, if Trump wins, we're turning the seas red, and then they're doing the same thing on the other side. They're like, we're gonna shut Trump down and just flood it with socialism. Like, this is what we're doing, we're ready to go. And they're like, we're gonna flood it with capitalism. It's like, why don't we just find somewhere where those two floods meet and call that a day?
Yeah.
You just mix up the waters.
Mix up the waters. We don't need to flood straight socialism and get rid of police, whatever these psychos are saying. And we also don't need to think that's okay, that is happening either.
Put a gun in every single kid's hand.
No,
it's okay.
Yeah. We don't need to do that either, dude. We don't need to do that. either. And you know what's funny is this state, that I don't agree with either. Like you'll talk to gun-toting conservatives and they want to do the open gun in every state. Now I don't believe in taking guns from open states already, but I also don't agree with flipping states to open states. Like we're good in New York here. We don't need pistols. People are high strung. We haven't had pistols in a long time. You can see a motherfucker with a gun you can buy in New York. You'll see it coming. And we get enough shootings anyways. For the illegal shit that comes in through the biggest port in the world, which is Port Newark and like the Manhattan port, that's where everything comes in. We get our shit here in New York. We don't need that law. Now I also don't think you need to take it from Alabama. They're okay. They know what they're doing. They've been shooting guns and dealing with this way of life to upset them and take their guns away and make it harder. Doesn't make any sense to me either. So like that's kind of where I stand on guns. I think they're okay where they're at. I think that all we need to do is maybe just make these classes better. Like if you've ever been to a class, it's a fucking joke. Like, and just really make a point. Like scare people with these school shootings. You want this to be your fucking kid. Like, because as much as they're like, oh look, they give anybody a gun, no, they don't. These kids steal them from their parents, usually locked. But maybe if parents were like, I don't want it to be my kid. Like, it's not even like they care about the kids who got shot. It's just like, I don't want it to be my fucking freak show kid. I'll put an extra couple locks on this thing. I'll make sure the ammunition, he doesn't even know where it is if he wanted to find it. I don't know. But I don't think taking everybody's guns is going to work. We went on a gun rant. But again, it still doesn't mean it's okay to just shoot people in the back of their head.
No.
That's not okay.
Did you know, how did you pronounce this lady's name?
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm just saying Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Yeah.
She had one
Yes.
of the most memorable RNC speeches.
Yeah.
She started a challenge.
She was like the hip lady or whatever.
She was like the one that was said, what'd she say?
Accidentally started a challenge first
She
of all.
started a challenge.
What's
What was
the challenge?
What is she saying?
Guilfoyle challenge.
It's basically
Guilfoyle.
the end of her speech or whatever. It was like, people of America. She just started getting louder
People
and
of
more
America.
hype.
Oh, so they do
Fighters.
it.
And now everybody's doing it. Everybody, she got louder and louder.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my God.
leaders and fighters of the American dream, the best is yet to come.
I did hear that.
Yeah, she did that.
Honestly,
What's up,
that's a wild rap. Yo, that's mad
That
funny.
was really loud. I'm
Yo,
sorry.
that
I
was
blew out
super
your
loud.
eardrum.
Yeah, we'll try one more.
Hey, Max.
I think you get the point.
Ladies and gentlemen, leaders and
Wait a
fighters
second.
of the American dream, the best is yet to come.
Yo, what did he just call her?
Whatever her name was. and
Mags, right?
Hey, Max.
Yo,
Mags.
that looks like my cousin.
then- Really?
They are kind of liberal, and her husband's mad funny. But
Is his name Ryan?
no, his name is not. That's not his name. I'm gonna blow everybody's name up. But her name is can be Mags, Maggie, Margaret.
Jeez.
That would be so funny if it was.
This is so loud.
Except for she would probably be screaming. She would.
The best is yet to come.
All right, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys
I
get
feel
it
like
too.
the RNC was a lot of that. It was like,
Yeah,
it was just
chanting.
a lot of like loud.
They gotta get their people
yelling.
going.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was like, that was like a rally, and the RNC's a rally, which, honestly, you can tell me whatever happened to the RNC. I watched less of that than the DNC, but the DNC was
It's
like,
it's
the
still
music
going on, that's why.
Yeah, it just started like the other night, right?
That's right.
Then they got, but I looked at the speakers, and honestly, I'm not excited.
They're boring.
The
as fuck.
fucking DNC speakers, I was kind of excited to hear like
Billie
Crazy
Eilish.
Cortez. I love hearing Crazy Cortez talking all our fucking crazy carpet
You
munching
saw
friends.
Billie Eilish up there?
Billie Eilish up there introducing Cardi's up in there. They're all up in there. Like, I'd rather probably watch that, but Jesus, I mean, they're fucking crazy though.
Put an MTV.
If you're listening to this, don't get me wrong. I
What
think
was
the
it?
liberals are fucking crazy, but it was an exciting little convention they had.
Nick called it the VMAs, the MTV.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's VMAs, bro. They were like, come on, go. And I loved how they did. They were like, yo, Kamala, you're going to go out with nobody around, nobody's gonna ask you nothing, and you're gonna say a pre-recorded speech. So when we send Joe up to do it tomorrow night, no one says shit because it ain't weird. And they did that beautifully. Like all of a sudden, a guy who's been stuttering, can't get through a fucking sentence for 6 months, just lays out a bomber, and he even fucked it up a little bit, but just lays out a bomb of a teleprompt read and moves on. And I've never seen somebody more obviously reading off a teleprompter in my life. But Kamala did a much better job. I bet you she just had notes because she's not can't say a word. She's not mentally
I
disabled
think
or
it's
whatever
very
the
easy to
fuck's
tell
wrong with
when
him.
Trump is just a prompter.
Yeah, because he's worse. Honestly, he's fucking a little better when he doesn't.
When he
reads
doesn't,
he says crazier shit. He
goes off the
flows
rails a
better
little bit.
without it. Like it sounds more real. He's not good at reading it off the prompter,
Yeah.
but definitely safer to keep him on the prompter without a doubt. Yeah. But you know it's Trump when he's ripping and he's just saying whatever the fuck, you know.
Or he'll pay
And he's
over.
funny as fuck. Remember when that one lady kept asking him, and I guess we could get into it before the shooting, but she kept asking him when the unemployment's coming through, and he kept saying, I don't know, soon. She kept asking. He goes, okay, you're done. He's like, you're done? Anybody else have any questions? She jumps to the next guy, asks him again. He goes, everybody have a great day. Thanks for your time. And walks right up the stage. It's just like, you're done, lady. But he's funny in those ways. That's why his people, like they see that, where there is no racism, nothing bad happened, but it was funny, and they're like, yes, I love Trump. And I get it, because I love hearing him too. He's funny as shit. But I mean, the right, it's not even so much Trump. Everybody hates Trump. I just think that the way that they side, the media, how they try to defend these shootings and shit. So they did approve.
They did. So what it is that they approved 300 through the federal government, and then the state is responsible for the remaining 100. So whatever normal unemployment is for New York State, it's 504 as the max. Federal government will add 300, and then New York State could have added an additional 100 to make it that 400 number that we were hearing.
Oh, okay.
Cuomo decided not to add that extra 100.
Of course. And they're doing the thing with the, which is funny because that's such an opposite liberal. Like, you should be giving away money. That's what you guys do.
What I was
But they want the fucking post office. Even though I did watch that video, that post office guy said he was good until sometime in 2021, in December. He said he could hold off on the money, which makes it a little fishy that they're trying to not sign something. Like, I don't agree with the right in terms, or the crazy folk that are like, the post office is fine, they never need money. No, I think that it is a real problem. I'm not like saying that's not a conspiracy. Like, it's a problem. The post office is losing mad money.
Yeah.
But the guy did say we could hold off, like, and I would think that liberals, like, you know, lovey liberals would want to help American people, and then he said there's time. In the next vote, we can give the next stimulus to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my problem with it.
Did you also see that they were looking to add like Chase ATMs into the post office to help privatize? Like, people are worried it's gonna start privatizing.
Gonna be fun.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's
Oh no, finish because I have a little chase story. No, I want to finish.
no, but that's it. So people are kind of up in arms and we're like, it's gonna start privatizing the post office. Do you really want to do that? I'm kind of okay with it because I'm like, what if I do go to the post office and I can just hop by the ATM? Like, as a consumer for convenience, I'm okay with it.
Is it privatizing them? They're already taking in income due to stamps and whatever the fuck else I pay them day in and day out. For them to take in a little extra ATM income, I don't see how that privatizes them at all.
To rent it out to JP Morgan.
So that's the right wing argument, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
Don't privatize I don't think that would privatize them.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I will tell you about fucking Chase Bank ATM motherfucking cocksuckers. I fucking
Of course, there's a problem.
I didn't know this was a trigger.
I don't have a problem with Chase Bank. I love Chase Bank, but I have a problem with this fucking ATMs. I lost my debit card, so I'm waiting 7 days. Post office does suck because it took like 10 to get this goddamn card here, and I have to use Apple Pay because Chase is good. They in the immediate listen to this. I got hammered. Opened my wallet for 1 second. Card's not there. Freaked out. Checked it. Nobody charged it. Closed it, deaded it. Walked outside, my friend's garage, right there on the floor. So now I got no card, but luckily Chase at 12:30 at night upped my Apple Pay, just switched it to the new card numbers, boom. I wasn't allowed to see them, but my Apple Pay was working.
Yeah.
And so as long as I fingerprinted it. So it worked at like most 7-Elevens and at my ATM. So I need to buy a car part. Call up the place and I'm gonna go to the car part store right across from this one bank, and I already set it up. The bank has 4 ATMs, 3 inside, 1 outside, 5, and then 1 through the drive-thru. I pulled through the drive-thru. They're like, we can't do that. All right, so fuck you. And I just said like, we already can't do this. So I'm like, all right, next one. Get out of my car, go to the outside one, hold my reader up. Nothing. Banging it. Take the phone case off. Nothing. Go inside. All free. Nothing, fucking nothing. Why do you have the little spot with the little fucking 3 little lines coming out if it doesn't fucking work? I don't even fucking understand why the fuck you have it. All the stores that have it, that Apple Pay shit is garbage. I had to drive all the way to my fucking Chase, drive through the ATM, stick my phone in front of them, and I took my money out. Like hit or miss ass, bullshit ass ATM, so that's what I gotta say about that. I don't have a problem putting ATMs and charging them, but don't fucking even use Chase. They don't know how to make ATMs. They do a better job just banging on the fucking bang. Yeah, put some fucking, or somebody who just does ATMs. Like, isn't there a company that just does that shit? If there ain't, I do. Call me up, I'll put them in there. I won't charge you what Chase does, and my fucking shit'll work. Every fucking time. Oh my god.
Now you guys know how he feels about Chase ATM.
I was feeling bad for the inside teller at my bank if that drive-through ATM did not work after I drove to it.
Oh,
I was like, because I was going to go off and it wasn't that lady's fault, but
So
you know,
funny.
I do get it. I do get what gets people frustrated, but it worked, so
That's
the ladies are okay.
hilarious.
Yeah,
What's
that
next?
worked us through. Yeah, I think that was all I wanted to say because it can join the post office, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the post. So they're not giving us.
Honestly, I
and
don't
they're not.
understand what's going on with the post
Oh,
office.
so,
Really.
so this is what they're saying, and I think it's true, like, because the Post Office Master General said they need money, but he just said we don't need it right now. But the left is saying we do need it right now, and the conspiracy, obviously, on the right is that is to convince the rest of America that mail-in ballots is okay, because they're not doing a good job, the Post Office right now, so how can we do mail-in ballots? The right has a really good case. So what they're hoping is if they fund this, they can prove that these funds are in place so they can get the technology so we can do mail-in ballots. So they won't vote for us to get any money unless it comes along with the post office getting money. Now the reason I'm right-leaning this way is because that Master General did say he doesn't need the money. That's
Right
the
now.
weird part.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he could take it in December of 20 or whatever, January of 21 or
When
whatever.
did he start his job?
I don't know, probably 48 years ago. Probably the same time Pelosi did. Who the fuck knows, dude?
Yeah.
And he's probably worth $5.5 bajillion, like every other high-ranking government official. Like, it's fucking terrible, and it's getting worse because they're not working together like at all. They're just it's just flood capitalism, flood socialism. That's really what it is. Like, I don't want to give. I've so far been good at my analogy and haven't labeled the moroners left or right or the shitheads.
I think I know who's who.
No, nobody's who yet. I haven't done
Alright.
that yet. But if I do it, I'll know. I almost did it, but I didn't do it.
Alright.
Because they can be anyone you want.
Okay.
Because moron and shithead are just equally terrible words. I thought through them extensively.
I'm pretty sure I have an idea.
I mean, I don't really have an idea, so that you can just, your
Okay,
idea is just your
okay,
idea.
okay.
It's kind of like, you know, when writers write shit and they don't actually have a point, and you kind of just, that's what it
It
is.
just kind of comes to your own.
Yeah, I guess the more analogies we keep giving them, we can come up with it later on. But yeah, they're having a tough time. They're having a tough time, and you know who else is having a tough time? Clearly, police officers have been pulling triggers. So we'll
Dude.
get into that story next. I shouldn't laugh, but it becomes a little comical when
It's ridiculous.
stop burning down the cities. Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Stop burning down the cities, but also stop shooting them in the back of the fucking head. Like, you didn't think this is gonna cost millions? Like, you weren't like, for real. Just riddle me this. I have another riddle for everyone at home, too. You're standing behind someone with a gun to the back of the head, and you know the pulling of that trigger is going to cost your city and many other cities millions of dollars, as well as probably the rest of your life. What the fuck are you thinking?
You're not thinking. That's the problem.
You're
is that
scared.
You're scared. You pull the trigger.
They're
and
not. That's why I think it's less. Sorry to cut you off, but racism more scared.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing. And this is what we talked about. It's just we need to train better. We need to do things better so that they're not in this in 6 month police academy and come out and they're trigger happy. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like 10 credits.
10 credits.
Yeah.
And 6 months in a fucking shithole for police crime. Where they tell you just whatever the other cop says, say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else he ain't gonna shoot when you're getting shot at. So
Bro.
they fucking literally teach, especially NYPD where it's a little bit more hardcore areas.
Yeah.
And you think about Suffolk, we don't have as many.
I think all three of those cops were like out of shape too.
They looked out of shape.
Yeah.
They're fucking pussies. Bro, if me and 2 of my friends ran up on someone and wanted to detain them, that one guy running to his front door, oh my god, he would have got the beating of a lifetime. Like if they were just like, here boys, can you get this guy in cuffs? We can't handle it, we're gonna shoot him. I'd have been like, no problem, we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Like, come here big fella, bam! Somebody slapped the cuffs on him. Here you go, guys. Don't shoot him. Just put him in the truck. It's like, do you need someone to help you? Do you need help? Maybe they need help.
Maybe.
Maybe they need real help. Like, I don't know. I don't know why they chased him around like. It almost looked like a 2D video game, like Grand Theft Auto, bro. Yeah.
7 seconds where they convinced something else other than shoot.
What about just letting him get in the car? What was gonna happen?
I mean, at that point, I can kind of understand it. You know, you're like, if I'm holding a gun at you right now, and I'm like, don't fucking put your hand underneath the desk because I think you have a weapon down there, and you reach underneath the desk, it's your life against mine. I'm probably gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
However, again, like you said, 3 of them, any one of them could have grabbed onto him, pushed him onto the. They already had frisked them beforehand.
And what's wrong with leg shots? Like, why are these things gotta be head
I mean,
shots?
they were pretty close to do a leg shot too.
Pretty
not
easy.
very
You
far
shoot
away.
that motherfucker right in his ass. He's not gonna grab whatever gun he was thinking about.
He's gonna go down,
He's
yeah.
gonna go down screaming, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a martyr." No, not you, motherfucker.
Did
Because that
any of
cop
them
took
have
his gun.
tasers?
Everybody would be saying something different. Yeah. Then the other one took the taser and pointed
Pepper
at him.
spray,
Yeah, anything else. Like kicking the
Anything
neck.
poke in the eye.
Anything else? If it's an unarmed guy, anything else. I believe they should be able to restrain them, but why didn't they billy club the fucking guy's head in? That's fine too. At least he
What's
wakes.
Billy Club?
Oh, the
nightstick.
Do people carry nightsticks still?
Yeah, they do.
Cops, yeah, they
Fuck
got
yeah.
it.
He could have pulled that out. He had the one shirt. You saw the
Fucking
shirt.
hard, bro.
Steven Crowder made a big deal about the shirt. I watched his coverage of it. He's like, look at the tightness on that shirt. Now that's a man trying to get away. That's a man trying to do some harm. Like, okay, the tightness of the shirt. You fucking forensic scientist name, asshole. But like, yo, you have the club, right? And whoop-bam! Like, I got his shirt. Whoop-bam!
He's out, yeah.
He's going straight
Yeah,
down.
that's what if your goal was to stop him.
If there's a gun in his hand, I'm bet there was a gun in his hand and he lugged out and shoot his ass. But I did it because I'm the fucking man around here. And I would have been so pumped to walk away from that detention with a guy with his head fucking like, he ain't dead.
Those protests, bro, they're burning.
Oh, that guy cost tens of millions of dollars. That guy cost at least,
They're
maybe
still going on
hundreds.
right now.
Maybe hundreds. What's his fucking name? Who gives a
Kenosha.
shit about him?
Kenosha,
Oh
right?
my god, then the right went off about the kid who got killed by a crazy person. What does that
Yeah,
have to
but
do with
that
police
was-
shooting cops?
What was the? It was that you're mad
The lack
about
of the
this thing.
media presence.
Yeah, you're mad about
There's
this
no
thing.
media presence on Jacob Blake. It's a
He's in jail.
Facebook presence, which is the same way I found out about Hayden fucking whatever the
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm not trying to say that the kid deserved it. The kid, the dying was horrendous.
Yeah.
And if I ever heard it on one of my little YouTube murder things, I'm like, wow, that's one of the sickest individuals. But it does not mean it warrants worldwide attention. Like, little kids unfortunately go missing, and that was gruesome, but I don't think it was a lack of attention. I think they didn't even give it a chance. Like, Facebook, right-wingers on Facebook were already pumping this through, saying that it didn't get enough media attention. It was running front page on Fox News. Last time I checked, their media.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, so there was getting media attention, and of course the left was going to run away from it because you're running towards it. Like, you didn't even give it a chance, really. You just started bombarding the internet with, like, I heard about that way before I heard about Jacob Blake. It took up until the fact that Crowder uploaded his YouTube video. As a matter of fact, I read the tweet. You guys all probably read the tweet, right, where it
Justice
lists,
for.
it just lists it, what he did. Unarmed, with his kids, blah, 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 was shot. Did you hear about this? That was the first time I read it, but you never know with those. So it's just like, and then Crowder did his thing, and it popped up as like a recently uploaded, because I watched one of his like change my mind things or something.
Yeah.
And then I clicked that, and that's how I found out. So Hayden that's so fucked up to do. Whatever the kid's name is, Cannon,
Yeah,
Rifle. He had some kind of weird white name. Whatever.
Like Jackson with an X.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean.
like Jackson.
Yeah.
No, he was named after some sort of artillery for sure.
But yeah, but that's the thing is that.
Look
you
the
can't
kid's
take
name up.
Justice
Now we
for
can't look this
love.
stupid. What are you doing over there?
Little kid. I don't know.
5-year-old shot. Oh, it was brutal. Don't get me wrong. Brutal. Like, execution style, murdered him on the front lawn. It was awful.
Yeah.
What it has to do with police shooting black people, I don't know.
Nothing.
That I couldn't figure out. That was the one I couldn't put together. And then they were like, it's not about that. It's about the lack of press. Who wants to hear about that?
But the guy was arrested.
5-year-old.
in jail.
Yeah, that's him. I told you it's artillery. Cannon, rifle. I said that. Could have been Gatling. His name might have been Gatling. I wasn't
Gatling,
sure.
yeah, that's a big.
Gatling?
No, I don't mean to make fun. You know, I don't
Yeah.
think that's
Poor
good.
kid.
It was awful. It was awful. And you know me above anybody, I don't really like people. I would love to be able to murder that guy. If they had like a free thing, like, hey, you can go in the ring with some of these sick fucks and just kill them if you can, I would sign up for that. All day long, I would love to kill pedophiles and shit. But
Dexter but boxing.
yeah.
I like it.
Because sometimes I watch these murder things and all I'm thinking is like, I could have got away with that. But then I'm like, but wait, he murdered his whole family. That's fucked up. Like, I don't want to murder my family, but I do kind of want to trick the cops and never get caught after murdering
I don't want to
somebody.
get away with the crime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's been an intrigue for me, and sometimes it didn't work for most of my life. But I've never murdered anybody I've never murdered anybody that I know of to date. So, but. If I ever did, this might be the only evidence they'll ever get. So they'd have to bring this up. Because I'm not gonna search it. People are so fucking stupid. You think I'm gonna buy shit from Walmart? I don't buy shit from Walmart normally. What the fuck would I buy my murder weapons from Walmart for? Are you fucking insane? Like, I'm gonna do my little tag switching, my little dishing, and I'll pay more. Like, I'll put. Like, instead of buying the shovel for $10, I'll like print a label on it that's for like a $40 plate, you know? So they're like, wait, I have a picture of him scanning a shovel. This is what I bought, motherfucker. I don't know what you got. You got the wrong guy. I'll be wearing my mask. But I'm still afraid of COVID, bro.
How do you know that guy's even me?
Yeah, you even know that's me.
It's like 4 years.
Oh my god, the criminology guy.
exist
The
anymore.
criminology guy teaches you that all the time. He'll stop the video and be like, at this point, Chris may get up and leave. He doesn't know it, but he will give the rest of his confession. Like, he could have just got up, but they're like, you failed the polygraph. We know you did it. You did it. We got all the evidence in the world. You're fucked. Just tell us to save your own ass. And they do it instead of just being like, lawyer. That's all you gotta do. Like, whoa, lawyer.
Yeah.
And no one, like, where did, that's so dispelled, like you're guilty people get lawyers. Like, that's a dispelled notion, I thought.
Yeah.
I get a lawyer no matter what.
Yeah.
I just say lawyer. And then if they're like, do you want to, like, bro, it's like a fucking $40 drinking ticket. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the public guy then. You know, like, sometimes I don't call mine if it's stupid, but I always say lawyer because it lets you back up and they get off your ass a little bit. Like, I'm fucking drilling you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. Little lesson there for you, though, when you're dealing with interrogations. Hopefully you're not murdering people that are innocent. That's all that I have a problem with. Victimizing victims is not my thing. It makes me sick. But murdering victimizers makes me fired up.
How much would you pay to fight a pedophile in the ring?
Pay?
Yeah, like if the state
If
was
it was
like
just
selling
like
it, like, all right, so this guy,
Just like a fair?
This is his rap sheet.
You just get to go in there and
He's
whoop
like,
him?
who wants to?
Well,
come
first I'm gonna
here?
make sure I can win. He could
Yeah.
be a monster.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And
he'd be a beast.
then maybe $50, $100.
Okay.
If I can kill him, I can kill him. Or it's just beat him up. 'Cause if it's just beat him up,
I
I'm
think it's a
done.
pedophile. I think it's okay to kill him.
If I'm just
It's okay to kill him.
that would be like some Black Mirror shit though, like that they were allowing people to murder people. But anyways, just talking about good stuff that may never be, guys. That's all. We're fucking psychotic. I mean, he's like, yeah, of course, it's a pedophile. Murder him, you know? Which is like exactly against what we're saying, where it's not up to me. I'm not the judge, you know. But I do think we need stricter penalties on like kid fucker. I mean, it should be 30 to life. Just like murder. And if you can get out in 30 years, you're still alive, you make parole, then we'll watch you for the rest of your life. But like, you can't just, these guys are getting fucking 2 years and then they're out.
That's the problem.
And he raped 7 more people before murdering the 6th and finally getting caught. You know, it's like, well, we could have saved that with the 30 to life on the first time you stick your penis in underage people. Like, just damn tough. And not like some statutory, like, that should have its own penalties, but straight rape, like straight underage, like raping an underage person, not having sex with a consensual underage person. This guy's 40 and the girl's 16, whatever. Like that guy needs to get trouble. No, but I know, but you can't give that guy 30 to life. The girl lied to him and shit. Like that shit happens, and the guy should. It's still on him, but you can't give that guy 30 to life. But if it's hardcore, like non-consensual, fucking raped a fucking minor, why can't it be 30 to life? I don't get it. You know what you get for murder in Canada?
Why?
First degree murder. 25 to life. You do it at 20, you could be out by 45 chilling. Some of them get paroled in 20. You don't know what he gets. That's Canada. Everybody's nice. They parole everybody.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Ew.
sorry. That's pretty fucking good.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man. I'm rehabilitating.
Okay, I believe you.
All right, get out of here. Gotta get some more room.
You're a little Irish now.
It's hard. It's close, dude. I'm
close.
getting Irish too with it. It's close. But yeah, that's really.
We got COVID theater.
What do we got?
So
yeah.
I'm watching Avatar for the first time ever. Have you ever seen it?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Someone's phone ringing?
No.
Yours?
Mine.
Alright, I just heard it, so that's why.
Oh, that's weird.
Um,
So that's been an interesting journey. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
Listening? Keep going. Anxiety over the camera.
Oh no.
Alright, anxiety.
But yeah, I really.
You know what she's talking about, right?
Yeah, Avatar.
The Last Airbender.
Oh, not the fucking
Yeah.
big one.
I love that one too.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
wanted,
yeah.
that would have been a better opinion. I don't know.
That's
anything
what I
about
thought
the-
you
I know the
thought.
cartoons. Like it's my homie.
That's the
but-
cartoon. Yeah.
Oh, you started watching the cartoon?
Yeah.
Because they have like a movie now too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the cartoon is good. Back in the day, it was like after Dragon Ball Z. I wasn't like a super fan, but you
Yeah,
like
no,
it?
I'm liking it now. Alexio made me watch the first episode here,
Yeah.
and I've been hooked, and it's great. But that's my nerd.
You're an anime guy, right?
I like anime, yeah.
Are you gonna switch? Are you gonna be an anime?
No.
I don't
No,
think.
why not?
I don't think Avatar: The Last Airbender opens up the door to anime. Really.
No, it's too hard. It's too Americanized. Like,
It's like an American anime.
Yeah.
It's like
it's good. I used to watch it.
Japanese anime is very different. Yeah.
So Avatar: The Last Airbender. I guess we could throw on Born on the 4th of July. I went on a rant before we started about
Yeah.
it. Watch that movie, and I think that it lines up good because it's like about the fact that they're trying to lie to us, which they are. Like the ones that are saying COVID's a fucking death cry is lying. They're fucking lying. That's why you know you have friends that you know are overreacting compared to like I'm not a never masker, but I know people that are like you are fucking traumatized. They traumatized you on CNN. Whatever they did to you, you poor fuck, you're fucked. And then we have other people that are just trying to brainwash you the other way. That any social elevation in our country is going to end with no guns, no rights, no nothing, no fucking. They're going to take them all. They're going to take them all. If they take some freedoms from a police officer because they're shooting everybody, then we're losing everything that we hold sacred. And I just don't think either of those things are true. And the reason I went on that rant is because Born on the 4th of July is about Vietnam War and the guy coming back and realizing that he was kind of lied to, like communism wasn't going to take over. He goes on a rant in there where he tells somebody, he's like, these people are proud people and they've been fighting for freedom for 1,000 years, and if communism wins or it doesn't, they kind of just want to hash it out there themselves. Like it's a little country, they're not going to spread communism. They thought like Korea was going to use it as a hub, and what he kind of says like that shit is bullshit. They're just fighting. Oh, they're fighting. They're going to keep fighting each other. Now we're in the way. And they're killing us.
Yeah.
They're good at this fighting in the fucking
Solid
scene.
movie. I
Yeah,
definitely suggest.
super solid
I also
movie.
suggest that Avatar: The Last Airbender. Amazing anime. But to keep on the older movies, I watched James and the Giant Peach. With my
That's a
niece and
freaky
nephew.
one, right?
Freaky older movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I haven't
nice,
seen it in a
nice
while,
kids
but it's a
movie.
freaky, a little freaky.
It's like a Tim Burton.
Yeah.
movie,
Well, I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas kind
yeah,
of freaky.
freaky, yeah. The kids really
Coraline
liked
is
it.
fucking
I love
freaky.
Coraline.
Yeah, I do too.
Coraline's
Coraline's
freaky, yeah.
freaky, bro.
And then I watched Child's Play with my niece and nephew. As
Original?
Well. Yeah.
Were they fired up? Were they like, Alexio, are you kidding me with this?
That first, yeah, they were just
I
like,
said, are you fucking kidding me?
Did they eventually get? Wait, you watched it too?
No, I
oh,
watched
right, I
Giant.
told her about it.
But it's good, right? When you rewatch it,
Great
did you have
movie.
any thoughts on it? Like, is
I
it
mean-
is it worth a rewatch?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's worth a rewatch, especially if you're watching it with younger people.
Because they think it's like kind of funny, but they kind of
Yeah,
get scared.
yeah.
Did they kind of get scared after a
In
while?
some parts.
I
Some
mean,
parts,
he's
my
freaky.
niece was like, "Fuck."
He's freaky as fuck.
Yeah.
Chucky is freaky.
Yeah,
as fuck,
she
bro.
really liked it, and my nephew was on it the whole time. And it's so fucking hard to get these kids to watch anything. 'Cause
Really?
It's all
They
just
TikTok
can't
is so
stay
fast,
on
and
it.
YouTube is so fast, and all
TikTok is
the other
fucking
videos.
stealing your shit.
Everything is like it's hard
Yeah.
to keep their attention.
They don't want to watch
So
movies. They want like
watching a
15-minute
older movie
clips.
Yeah.
is fun with them.
Yeah, we know all about it. King of Billy.
You could tell the parts where Chucky's like just a midget with the mask on.
Yeah, and
You
the
could
parts where it's
tell,
like the
yeah.
doll inanimated.
Exactly. Yeah.
I rewatched some old ones too. Balto, The Land Before Time, and The Troll in Central Park. Troll in Central Park is a gangster movie. I forgot
Yeah.
all about that one.
Land
Yeah.
Before Time is the first time I cried at a show.
Yeah, it's just sick.
Really?
And it's early on. Mama dies. Like that shit is
Mama
fucking 2
dies.
seconds into the movie. It's just like the mom dies and he's on his own.
What was the first movie you cried
I don't think they made it yet.
in?
Yeah, I might have teared up a bit at Hardball when little baby G baby dies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't.
Never cried at anything else?
No, I
Lion King for me.
don't cry.
The Notebook?
No. I never sat through that whole movie.
Really?
I just like I don't know like I know when I'm about to cry, and then I reevaluate why this is happening. And it's a fucking movie.
This is a lion that talks.
I've gotten sad. Like I get how people can cry. Cause like I get sad and I feel like if you keep feeding into that and then trying to make that your life in your head and you just really get into it, you can cry.
For sure.
I just, as soon as that happens, I'll fight that back.
Even
Yeah.
as a kid,
Always.
I went to go see Lion King in the theater as a little
And you
child.
cried in the
And
theater?
I cried.
Aww.
In the theater?
Dad?
Do you guys know the show Attack on Titan? It's an anime.
Yeah.
So
Solid.
I might have cried when I was a really little kid.
So
I
Chris
don't
and I were
remember.
watching it, and yesterday he started crying, and he's already seen the episode.
Did you really?
Yeah, not crying, I guess. Teary. I looked at him and I'm like, "Are you crying?" He goes, "Yeah, I like getting
It's
into
such
it."
a
Yeah, so
gory,
he
like,
let it get. He could probably just be like, "Fuck this too." I'm just a fucking jerk off. I just don't let it happen. Like I just feel like it makes me feel weird. I'm like, this is a movie, dude. Like, are you serious?
Yeah. You know, they're giants eating people in this cartoon, right?
But
It's not
that
really
is still your prerequisite for was a movie good, sad is if did you cry, and mine is just did it almost get there.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
still get I get the same feelings. I'm not like an animal.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it makes me sad. I just choose not to let fucking water fall out of my face over it. It's not like it's not that big of a
I
deal.
don't think I
But
cried, yeah.
but I get
I
the
don't think I
feeling.
cried.
But just like it got sad, yeah.
I'm sorry, Alexio cried because his horse in his video game died.
Okay, I got a little teary-eyed over this fucking horse. Okay?
Okay, Tony Soprano.
I got a little teary-eyed over this fucking horse. Got shot with a few arrows. He still pushes me across the finish line.
And then he died.
And then he passes out and dies.
What is this on Red Dead?
I'm sorry, Kage.
What is this, Red Dead?
I'm sorry, Kage. I couldn't protect you. And then he buries his fucking horse.
What game is this?
Ghost of Tsushima.
What are you playing? What are you watching? What
Such
are
a
you
good game, bro.
doing, dude? That
Such a
sounds
good
epic as fuck.
Ghost
but
of Tsushima is so good.
is a lot of that part like it's like almost RPG-ish, like they run you through that, or you run with the horse and he gets shot?
That was more. That
That's more like
scene is
video
more
game.
like
Yeah,
That
like,
scene is more like scene in the game.
Okay, I got you. No, they're like I did Metal Gear Solid and the Final Fantasies, and they're like fun, like those epic
Yeah.
fucking story modes. They haven't made a lot of, but they don't make games like that anymore though. Now it's just
They put a lot of time and effort into this.
shooters.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
That's it. That's all people want to do. Yeah, it's really like a limb for time. Yeah, patrolling Central Park. Yeah. Oh, and
We all chose an old thing.
Yeah.
An old.
Yeah.
old shit.
Not
I
even
mean,
on
you
purpose.
got to. It's honestly, if I list off the amount of series that I rewatched, it's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Did you see the meme that I sent you? Was if you're one of those people that rewatches a show over and over again, you might be
Yeah.
suffering from depression
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you already know the outcome of the story, so you just feel safer in the story.
More
or
like you can
something.
control it, right?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not that person because I only enjoyed the ones that like I couldn't. I was like, oh, I didn't remember that happened. That's so
Yeah.
sick. Like these are only like my second time around. So, yeah, no, I didn't over
You're
and
not
over.
27 times.
No,
in?
I did like 7 series though.
Yeah.
The second time I've ever watched them. So
Yeah.
like I did Breaking Bad for the second time. You know how much
Yeah.
shit you catch in that.
Man, that's 9 seasons.
5, but I started 7, I think. But I started in 3 actually because a girl was watching at her house, and I got into like one of the episodes midway through 3, and then she watched like 3 in a row, and I was like, as soon as I got home, I put it on, and so I did that. But this is more depressing. I did Better Call Saul first time right after, and the movie El Camino. Did The Sopranos against Sex and the City. I also did.
Which is such a controversial show, by the way.
Yeah, isn't it?
It is.
It shows like kind of women's power, but kind of everybody's misogynist and
I
into
honestly
it.
never seen that. I just keep seeing these BuzzFeed
I can
articles.
see BuzzFeed. I can see
Yeah.
ruining a great show like that. Of course, they love to do that. But it's kind of like when you watch Seinfeld and you get mad that he's so no, that's the point. So it's not that bad. Like Mr. Big
That's comedy, folks.
isn't. That's called. They call that jokes. That's what Theo would say.
Yeah.
And that's a joke. That's a joke, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, what do you say? He goes, and that's joking. Yep. That's what he said. He's like, and that is joking. Yep. He's like, is that
I
what
have
you
it to
said?
Mark Norman
But I did.
comedy.
He's funny.
He does that a lot.
I did The Sopranos, Breaking Bad, all that, Sex and the City, Mad Men, Ozark for the first time.
God
Yes.
damn, bro, that's a
Bro,
lot
I'm
of
talking.
shows.
I think there's more. Wait, then what?
When
else
he
did
got
I
me
get?
started watching Ozark, second episode got me too stressed out.
That's 7, 8 right there.
Was the second episode?
Yeah, you stopped.
Ozark's
Oh,
stressful, dude.
So stressful.
Yo, people try to tell me that. It's just like Breaking Bad, just like Breaking Bad. No. I'm gonna tell you the difference right now. In Breaking Bad, there were stressful episodes, but sometimes it ended with a yeah, we cooked the fucking meth, we did it. Like the plan worked. Marty never has a plan, and it never fucking works. All he ever does is cover up. So every episode is like stressed. So it's like, gotta do this, gotta do that. And it never ends, dude. It's just the most stressful thing.
Right.
It almost kind of gets annoying, but midway through, he flips on that and just stops giving a fuck. And his plans, he locks in. I'm guessing, like, because the next season, I think he's planned all this out.
You're caught up. Season 3
Yeah,
done.
I'm caught up. Yeah, so he's ready to move on something big. Like what they just went to Mexico. He picked the Mexican cartel guy. Picked
He
him.
just keeps covering up.
Oh, he's always covering up all day. It's so
I'm
stressful.
only 2
The
episodes
fact
in.
that you were stressed means you watched the show in its entirety. That is what you should have felt.
Yeah,
It is
for
the
sure.
most stressful television show ever made.
And you'd be like the last 3-4 episodes of season 3. It's like
There are no good times.
there's nothing. No, you're like, what is happening? 5 minutes later, what is happening?
Dude,
5 minutes
Dude,
later.
my dad tried to I think it was too sick for him. I thought we'd have like a
Bad.
fun conversation, but I think it was a little too crazy for him. So we'll see if you can with me. I said the best thing Marty ever could have done, what I would have done, is
Spoiler
when the spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, jeez. But when the lawyer had the kids, I would have took his kids and probably killed one, and then sent the video over to him and said, if you do not, like, I need you. Because that's the only way I'm getting out. You need to die.
Yeah.
And if you come to wherever the fuck I am in America, how many fucking Mexicans can you get here, dog? I got big guns and I got my own people. Like, I can't get 10 guys to stand in front of my house. Give me a fucking break. Like, they act like the cartel could just fly in. Like, no, they have to sneak these guys across the border, and yeah, they're dangerous fellas, but if everybody's locked away in the house and you have his 2 kids, he's not just gonna blow your house up. He knows. Send him some videos, and I would say, you gotta come, motherfucker, and I'll give the nanny your kids. But you're dead. It's you or me is what it seems like, because remember, it was getting down to the wire where it was gonna be Marty. He got lucky, which was more stress. He shows up in Mexico, you're almost guaranteed he's dead.
Yeah.
And then obviously the big swing was they shot the lawyer
Yeah.
instead. But he's basically dead. If I felt like I was going to Mexico to die, I am definitely taking those kids and killing probably one, because he's not going to believe me if I don't.
Yeah.
And then being like, if you want the other 2, you come here by yourself. I am shooting you in your head, and the nanny can take your kids back to Mexico. But this is done. It's not going to be me or you. It's going to be me, dog. Like, that's not dumb. And not hang the fucking phone up and be like, try me, son. Because I'll kill all 3 of them.
You'd be surprised how many people the cartel have in the U.S.
Tons, I'm sure. But he's just protecting one, like, isolated lake house. Like, it's
I'm
not.
just saying.
They'd have to blow up the house. Like, they'd have to really heavy artillery on the house, which you could also at that point, you could load up before you do this plan. You know, you don't really have to just do it right out. Like, this guy has tons of their money. He has plenty of money to buy artillery and weapons and plenty
And
of
he did.
people. Yeah,
He did.
He kind of did, yeah,
A
but he
little
didn't do my plan and trade
No,
his
no.
life for the cartel
No.
king's life. That's what I would have done. I would have traded his kid's life for his life, because that allows now I have no connection. The main guy's dead. They're gonna fight it out in Mexico to figure out who's the next main guy, but they're not gonna give a fuck about me. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna disappear. So my boy dad's like, oh, you can't. I don't think you can do that. You can't do that. Like killing kids. He just couldn't understand it, but like. It's the truth. When you're dealing with those kind of fucking people, they'll kill your kids. You gotta do the same thing. Maybe don't even kill one, but just be like, hey, we're gonna. If
Yeah.
you don't come to.
Well, Del said that in the first episode. He was like,
Yeah, we'll kill your kids.
Yeah, we're your kids.
Yeah, so if
Yeah,
they're
right.
already
Chop
playing.
off a couple of fingers.
Yeah, no, they just kill them. They're fucking sick.
I understand.
They shoot everybody, but Marty always gets out of it. They almost killed him in Mexico once, and then the stupid ass lawyer tried to, oh, not the lawyer, Ruth, who tried to run the money through, and they caught something on one end, and they had to take him out.
Yeah.
And it, like, basically, what he did is the cartel guy took him out of America and hit him in a cell in Mexico, and just let the operation that he had already created run to see if he was needed.
Yeah.
And they fucked it up immediately, and they're like, "Can you do it?" And he's like, "They just jammed it. They didn't tell the previous system that we were sending the money. If you don't tell them, they're not gonna unlock their account. It's pretty obvious." The guy's like, "Fucking fix it!" You know, they're gonna kill him. He's like, "Fucking fix it." Okay, you have a computer, like, whatever.
And done. Done. Marty's
done.
a fucking genius.
He's like, "It's done." He's like, "That's it." That's it, dude. It's done. And they put him back in the cell like right after. They're hardcore, but that saved his life. So like Marty talk about stress, like that's every episode.
His wife stresses me out. I hate
She's
her.
a twat.
I hate her.
She is such a conniving twat. It's
I
ridiculous.
can't wait for you to de-stress and then watch it again.
Yeah, you gotta hang on to your seat though. It's
Yeah.
fucking.
I
Sorry,
hate
to
that
piss
she's
you off.
still
too.
alive. If you guys.
Oh yeah, he wanted in the first episode. Remember how it was the option
I
of like,
wanted her to
what do you
know.
want me to do? What do you do to end?
Yeah, 'cause she was cheating already.
Yeah.
What do you do to Aunt Carlita? She steals once.
Yeah.
Fucking kill her. He
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that too. So you fire. So anyways, what's Beanie's Corner?
All right, pull it up. So this is something I picked like weeks ago.
Did you email it to me?
I emailed it to you an hour ago. But so it's something I picked a little bit ago, but it's just because it kept popping up on my feed, and it was like, is this cake? Are we cake? Am I real? Are you real? So, long story short, it's
Just put in Beanies and usually. Oh, you on mine? No, yours is default. I can't even change that. Like, I don't want to read your emails, so, but that one was just too intriguing. But I don't even want to see them. But for some reason, there's no way to make you not default. You are the default guy.
I'm just,
No, don't search her. Just search Beanie's Corner. Like, literally put in BEE.
I don't know. If she emailed me, she put it right away. I don't think.
I know, but maybe you got a ton of other emails.
Oh, it's still uploading. It didn't send.
No, 32 is other 33.
I didn't send it.
Send. Okay.
No, Benny's. We didn't need Benny's.
Okay, so what happens?
So
All right, well, while we
basically,
wait-
it's cake or fake. I want to see if you guys can figure out what's an elaborate cake and what's real.
Oh, so what you can actually eat and what's just a fucking fake picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just-
I don't know if my expertise with cake or baked goods is near animals.
It's
So
just-
Alexio might get me here. Do you like baked goods,
Start from the
Alexio?
beginning.
I like from here.
Are you a pie guy?
I love pie.
Oh, I don't eat pie. I don't even eat really anything but donuts, to be honest with you. I don't even really like cake.
Display or no?
No. You can just.
Oh, okay, but it's not all cake, so it's food in general.
No, it's cake.
It's either it might be a real thing or they make cake into everything.
Yeah. They make
All right, I'm
cake
kind of
into
understanding. So
crust.
you're asking me, is this just a knife and an apple, or is this a fucking crazy cake?
Yeah. Well,
That
I
is-
thought it was a peach.
Now, I always feel
It's a peach.
It's a peach, whatever. Again, food, vegetables, fruit, not my thing.
Cake or fake?
It looks real as fuck, and I hate to play the game this way, but
I
I'm
knew you were
guessing
going
number
to.
one,
That's okay.
number one, it's got to be a cake.
What do you think?
It looks really real.
She said she knew I was gonna play it that way, though.
Yeah. I know you know.
I don't know.
I know you for 5
Where
years
the
now.
knife is cutting
So
in,
maybe
it looks
she
a little.
she anticipated and swapped.
It looks a little
Looks a little
squishy where it's cutting.
yeah, Bowie.
I'm gonna say cake.
So you both said cake? This one's cake.
That's crazy. Do you have a picture of it cut in half or something? Like,
No, I have those on my phone. I just didn't put them
there's a
in
lot.
there.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
problem.
there's
But
a
that's
lot.
crazy. All right,
Let's
Alexia,
keep
next.
it going. There's a lot.
She's got a few of them. You can just hit the arrow.
Yeah. Is that cake or pizza?
Oh, I had some shitty Elio's pizza came out your oven for fucking too
Dude,
long.
I love
I know
Elio's
what that
pizza.
is. I do too, but that's what that is, right? That's some kind of stuffed crust.
That's
cookie.
cake.
No, I said stuffed crust nasty.
That's cake.
Like, what?
That's cake.
Why would you even want a cake to look like that in the first place?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Why?
cake.
Who chose that as an
I don't
option?
know,
No, hit
but
the next
it's
button because
there.
the next one looks serious. Oh my god, that's not even what I thought. I want it so badly to be cake, so I'm gonna say cake.
I'm gonna say fake.
That's a Louis Vuitton bag.
And you know what? It looks smack like a Louis Vuitton bag. But I wanted that to be the best cake artist who ever walked the
I
planet.
think you guys are tied right now.
I
right?
blow at this. I don't think I've got any. Well, the first one on the guess.
This is
I
a-
hope so bad again that is a cake, but
This is
that
a
might
fish.
just be a fish on a plate.
This is a fish on a plate. This has to be a fish.
It's a fish on a plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I have to throw some real things in here because you guys are gonna figure it out. But the thing is that every time I email you something, Alexio, it mixes up my pictures. Because nothing's in order ever.
No.
That's
really?
elaborate if that's a cake. And then who would pick that fish? Please tell me that that's not. That looks like a cake though. I think that's a
I
cake.
think this is a
Looking
cake.
at the corn, it's
Yeah,
fluffy. I can see
yeah,
it. That's a
the corn
fucking
looks-
That's
cake.
cake.
And what meal did they choose here? Is that ox
Is
dick?
this ribs?
Is that llama cock? What is that? Why would they choose that? Why not choose a nice sirloin or a skirt steak,
Well, look at the
maybe?
little beans. How cute.
Adorable.
What
I
are those
like
beans
all of
made
it.
out of,
It's
you
just
think?
the meat. It's just,
Fondant.
why did you
Yeah.
pick that meat? That's what you wanted to
That's
commemorate
cake.
in a cake?
That's cake.
That's fucking cake, dude. That's a fucking Rubik's Cube on a table. I can see the fucking labels peeling. Is that a Rubik's Cube?
That's cake.
If that's
Is
cake,
that cake?
that's
That's
fucking
cake.
good, dude.
That's
It's not
cake.
cake.
Nah.
No,
I searched
it's
for-
on a plate.
Yeah, I searched for weird items on plates.
Oh, the plate threw me off.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a plate. It looked like
It's
a
a
countertop
plate.
to me. Thank God it didn't. But what I noticed is that yellow's a little chipped here and blue's coming up in the corner, and that
Oh,
would be
you're right,
that
yeah.
would be quite elaborate to make an already used Rubik's Cube cake. You know.
If you're gonna
This
make
is the
cake,
Rubik's
it's gonna
Cube
be a
cake
new one.
of the champion Rubik's Cuber. This is not just a brand new out of the box Rubik's Cube cake here, right?
That's hilarious.
Oh no.
This is just Taco Bell.
Yeah, it is. Because it's so greasy and it's just shaped so perfectly Taco
Guys,
Bell.
it's cake.
No!
No.
That's cake.
That's not cake.
So you're telling me the paper's edible or they just put it on the Taco Bell
Just
paper?
on the Taco Bell paper, but that's cake.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The back taco's a little fluffy, now that I'm thinking.
Look at the
But
lettuce.
still, that lettuce, that cheese,
I'll show you guys the video because it's one baker that's a lot of the cakes that are in here.
that's dead on, dude. That's sick. Oh, please tell me no. Yeah, it is. I
This
can
one
see
is
the corn.
obvious.
You
Look
know
at
by
the
the
corn.
corn.
The corn is a
The
dead
corn
giveaway.
is a
Yeah.
dead giveaway, but damn, is that good, dude.
Right.
I want to bite into it.
Yeah, I want to actually have that. I might get some fried chicken.
That soda looks like a cold, you know.
Yeah, get this out of here. I'm hungry as fuck. I mean, I don't know why.
That's just a
Again,
green pepper.
why commemorate a pepper? So I'm gonna go with a no.
That's
That's
a
just
cake, guys. That's a cake.
That's a
dumb.
cake.
That's dumb as fuck. What made this guy decide to make some of these shit?
I
That's
don't
my next
know.
question for him.
I don't know.
That's a
There's a
fucking
knife
cake.
here.
I already know it. He already
There's
did
a
Taco
knife
Bell.
on
He
there.
already did Taco Bell. He's doing fucking Whataburger too.
It's on
whatever that is.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Whataburger.
100%. That's a fucking
That's cake.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Gravy looks like cake gravy. Now I'm just sick.
I mean, this I left in here because I knew it was obvious.
I don't think that's obvious.
That's
Oh.
cake
I think that could be cake.
because of the top.
It is cake.
Yeah. Oh, I
But
think
if it didn't have this top,
and the fucking Air Jordan on the side.
How good is it
crispy
though, right?
yeah,
A little fat, but other than that, it's really good. The Air Jordan on the front's
that's
perfect.
fucking good.
Check's perfect.
It's crazy.
That's a J1, dog.
The seams and everything.
That's fucking cake because this is fucking nonsense. And I don't actually think it's cake. I think it looks like sushi on a plate.
That's cake.
With sushi on a plate.
Yes.
Oh.
Does that count as like I got it right? Or,
Yeah.
yeah, all right, I'll take that. That's a freebie. I'm losing like 5-3 right now, or something like bad.
You guys are doing good. I'm impressed.
Now my bag skill was off last time. Again, I hope it's cake, but I think that it's some girls took a
It's
picture
just
of
a bag.
and a phone on
It's just a
chair,
bag.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a bag.
It's just a Chanel
That's
bag.
Maheen's bag.
That's my purse.
Oh, that's fucking Beeny Sancho Pay outfit trip. That's when she took on there. I'm just thinking because this shit sucks that's cake.
No, this is chicken.
It's very juicy.
It's chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, that just looks too big.
It's
It's like
just
a lemon and
it
orange
looked it
chicken.
makes your mouth water, right?
Yeah.
But so did the fried chicken did it
That's
too,
true.
and it was
That's
fake.
true.
I'm thinking cake.
Not cake.
With the
Not
beads
cake.
on the water, okay, yeah. So that would be elaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do
Yeah.
that. Okay, yeah. That's cake. That I can see. Because you can see the difference in the.
Guys, that's a burger.
That's a burger.
Oh, that's a horrible picture. That's a
Yeah,
picture
it's a filter.
I
designed
don't know what it is.
to make that look like.
I think
I don't know what
so.
anything
I don't
is.
know what
That's
life
the
is.
squishy knife, so I know that's a cake again. Like
That's
that.
cake.
That's cake.
All right. Now we're back on. That's cake. Because nobody's getting aroused things so
Weird
like
things
that.
on
Or that's
plates.
photoshopped, which doesn't really count. Shouldn't count either way, so it should be free.
That's cake.
It should be a freebie.
It's a snake on a plate.
That's fucked up. Nobody actually put that thing on.
Yeah, yeah.
Photoshop the plate.
Yeah.
Photoshop for sure.
Maybe, yeah.
So now we're getting thrown off here by fucking Photoshop. All right, now keep moving.
Weird shit on plates,
We
I'm telling
knives. We're going with fucking. This guy likes knives. Cake.
Yeah,
Or
cake.
he's cutting a vegetable.
No, this is cake.
You're right.
You don't cut
You guys are
vegetables.
right.
That's how he
That
does
shit
his
looks really good, though. That shit
vegetables.
looks
I
so
see.
good.
Now I know the artist. So
Damn it.
now you can't get me.
Damn it.
With the vegetables, you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Now I got him again. No, that's an actual guy cutting a fucking. You try to
Look,
throw
look at the
himself.
skin of the onion.
And
Like,
what,
zoom
does
in
he put
behind.
his hands on it? Oh my god, with the breakings in it.
That's-
That's cake though. That's his thing. The
that's
knife
cake.
and the thing, right? That's cake.
Yeah.
He just put his hands on it, so that makes it even worse, harder to
Yeah.
judge. But
But that's
god
junk.
damn, that's crazy. Who even likes onions enough to make him a cake? Again, back to my point. Gross. Fuck it. That's Chinese food under a filter. Please tell me.
That's cake.
It's Chinese food.
I'm getting good.
I don't know what life is.
I don't know what life is. I think I came back hard. I don't know what the score is. We have to go rack
This
it.
is cake.
If I care enough when I'm going to edit this, I'll try to look back and like put a little counter or something so we know who won.
Yeah.
Because I'll be able to tell by points and shit.
This is
I'll give
cake.
myself a bunch of extra ones.
I fucked up on this picture.
Yeah, that rose just looks like I want to eat it. Is that a photoshopped bag on cake?
No, that's cake.
No, that's a cake.
Yeah, that's a cake.
That's a cake.
That looks cakey as fuck.
It says something. It says fabulouscakes.com that I just saw at the
Oh,
bottom.
I can't read. You know that. So.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I
That's so
fucked up.
funny.
That's the
That was
last,
the last
that's the
one.
last one. That was funny. I like that. Is it cake, dude?
Cake or fake?
Cake or
Fuck,
fake.
dude, that fucking chicken, that fried chicken, put that back up there. That thing's a fucking hit, dude. I'm about to go get KFC. That's a fucking
You're
winner.
not gonna feel good after.
That's the
right?
only thing that I could understand making into a cake anyways. The fucking rest of that shit sucked.
Yeah.
Oh man, alright, we made it. We're back, we made it, we got through that, which means we can get back on a weekly schedule. It'll be much easier. And yeah, we got to cover the crazy shit that's going on out here. I don't use Alexia's YouTube on purpose, so no one can see what I'm watching.
Oh, really? None of your shit ever comes up. Yeah.
Our computer's just strictly for this, really. I use
Realistic
YouTube.
cakes.
I do use YouTube on the. Oh, actually, I do print my labels off of it just because.
Oh, one thing that didn't send. There was a
What?
dog cake that didn't send to you. I thought I just
Oh, the
showed
dog cake. You gotta watch the dog cake, bro.
you. It's creepy.
The dog cake. I'm fucking starving
Oh
now.
my god, I guess it.
I'm fucking starving.
This
Is
is.
it this one?
No, it's this one. Here, hold on. This is a little different. Look at this dog.
Holy Jesus! I mean, you could tell it's a cake, but it's pretty fucking good, dude.
That's good.
Ah, there's the ruby. There's the ruby. Boom. There's the Rubik's Cube they did up. And they did that in a cake style. It's a cake. That's a cake that they actually made into a cake, believe that or not.
Look at this.
So that's an item.
Look at this.
That's an item that's actually.
Oh.
Oh, that's gross. Damn, those fingers look real as a motherfucker, dude. But let me tell you something about that other thing. The other thing was a strudel, which is in the cake family that they made. That we were supposed to be impressed that they
Are
cut.
you sure it's not a pastry?
Yeah, but I mean, they cut something
Look at
that's
this
cuttable.
cover. Let's check the other
Yeah, this
thing.
is cool because this is not normally cut that easily. Wow, amazing. The fucking strudel, I didn't understand one bit.
Yeah.
This is weird. Oh, it's solid. Oh, disgusting. I wouldn't eat that if you paid me. That's gross. I'll play this video while we're talking about it. It doesn't seem too long, but this is a pepper. Fucking. I don't like those.
Chocolate
either.
It's too big. It's too big to
No, the skin. No, you're a lying sack of shit. That's fucking real good. I like that. The log, I'm with the log. I'm with the giant strawberry too. This is all stuff that makes sense making into a cake. Motherfucker.
Does it? A giant log makes sense.
Yeah, giant log. To me, it makes sense. You're like, whatever fucking cake makes sense to you, alright? With the hard boiled sunny side up douchebag egg, take the egg then. What is that?
He's probably making a flower.
Oh, a daisy. Wow, that's beautiful. Now that makes sense. That's
Look at that,
beautiful.
look at that.
Beautiful. Rubik's Cube even makes sense. Cool. Fucking Oreo cookies, fuck off. 8 ball, cool.
Fuck off.
Fucking Oreo, they already chop like that. What do you got, an egg? An educated egg?
Alright,
Willy
alright.
Wonka? What is this guy, Willy Wonka? Make golden eggs? Alright guys, we made it. Yeah, that's it. Does anybody have anything else?
Nope. Oh, wait.
Are you on the button?
You know what? Can you like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever?
Yeah.
Please? Because we miss you and you miss
Yeah,
us.
make sure you like, subscribe, share, notification. There's a bell or something. Like a lot of guys talk about bells.
that.
You can comment on things if you want. I think they hid them, but you can find them still. Yeah.
And if you want customized merch, let us know what you want. Look, I just made a friggin' cool water bottle.
Yeah, and actually we order it, so we fucking probably have shit.
We
No,
have
we just
tons of
never
shit.
give away. We always say we're gonna give away. We're gonna give away
Yeah.
anything. No giveaways on the show. Fucking no free ads, no giveaways. We changed our minds. Sorry about that. All right, guys. Later.
Bye.
Right.